Hey everybody, this is John and this is Golden Card Comics. Thank you for tuning in, YouTubians. I've got a LCS haul and a quick mail haul to show tonight. Kind of excited. I don't really know what's in the mail haul, but did a lot of buying at the LCS today. The Loft had a lot of new books came out. I didn't realize how many I was picking up. Anyway, but first things first, here on the side, I was at Walmart and actually found myself the limited edition gift box copy of The Killing Joke with the Joker figure inside, numbered to 75,600. This is number 28,000. Yeah, I know that's not that limited, but you know what? I own it. I was going to buy the regular version, but then I was walking around and I just happened to see this one lone box still sitting at my Walmart. So now I own it, and I'll probably watch that tonight or tomorrow. But moving on to our LCS haul, starting with my son's books, we have Avengers Age of Ultron number 2 and Spidey number 9. I really should be closer. Spidey number 9. There you go. Those are my son's books. Moving on to my books, we have Batman 66 meets Steed and Mrs. Peel, otherwise known as the Avengers. That's okay. I'm sure that there was some kind of DC Marvel thing where they couldn't use the Avengers. I also picked up Kong of Skull Island. Because I didn't get it last week and I really wanted it, so I found it today. And there it is. God, this glare is killing me. Alright. We have Bombshells number 16 with Bombshell Zatanna and Bombshell Raven. Let's see if that helps. There we go. That was helpful. We have Brutal Nature number 4. Again, this is a great book. If you guys aren't reading it, you really should. I'm really impressed with it. The artwork is great. The story is really good. And we're into issue number 4. And there's only 6 issues, so you know it's not like you're in for a long-term commitment if you're not thrilled with it. But speaking of a long-term commitment to a comic, we have Injustice, Gods Among Us, Year 5, number 15. It says Revenge. We have Hawkman and Superman. And this is just such a good book. Eventually it's got to come to an end though, right? I mean, we're coming to Injustice number 2, getting ready to be released next year. It's got to end eventually. I mean, the first video game, Injustice, I beat Superman. He's in prison. I guess he can get out. Of course, the one everybody was looking for, Harley Quinn Rebirth number 1. I do have a couple of variants that I got online that are coming. My LCS, the Loft, they had this one. And I also picked up Batman number 4. And Superman number 4. And of course, if you pick up Harley Quinn, you've got to pick up Suicide Squad, the Rebirth. Kind of a different looking cover. I'm guessing there's Katana and yeah, and Deathstroke and Killer Croc, and of course Harley in the back. And I also picked up Justice League number 2. And also for my LCS, Megan, one of the owners, fantastic lady. She knows how excited my son is about Spider-Man, and he's got a few of the Marvel chess pieces, but today they got into Spider-Man Noir chess piece. Of course, it comes with a book, Book was a little bent up. I really don't care. He doesn't really read them. I'll probably put a book on it, flatten it out. But there's also the chess piece. Let me see if I get this a little closer. And no glare. No glare. There we go. Kind of tough because he's kind of like all gray and silvery. And anyway, but that is the Spider-Man Noir chess piece. My son's all excited to have it. Good chance that that's what he wants to be for Halloween. So if there are any cosplayers out there that want to give me a hand or some advice, this is not going to be as easy as your other Spider-Man outfits. But that's what he wants to do, so we're going to make it happen somehow. Moving on to the unboxing. By the way, speaking of LCSs and comics, my LCS did not get in Hillbilly #2, and I'm subscribed to it, but if your LCS happens to have an extra one, or if you have an extra one, you want to give me a shout out, I'd be happy to talk to you or trade you or pay cost and shipping. I'm really liking Hillbilly. I didn't think I would, but you know, if I could get issue #2, that would be fantastic. I actually already went and checked out my comic shop, and they're sold out already too. So who knew? Maybe my issue #1 is going to go through the roof. Maybe not. Alright. We have some items here from mycomicshop.com. A couple of big deals, at least to me. Maybe not so much to others, but I'm excited about it. So here we go. Starting with oh, okay. I don't know if you remember a couple of videos ago, I picked up Spider-Man Saga 1, 2, and 3 for my son from the LCS, but the LCS did not have issue 4. Now I have issue 4. MyComicShop.com is just kind of awesome for filling holes, and that's pretty much what I've been using them for. Spidey #6, an issue that my son missed out on, and now he has it with the Vulture and Iron Man. And see, gosh darn glare again. All right, there we go. And then these are all for me. Again, going back several videos, when I was at Denver Comic Con, I picked up Godzilla #1 from 1977, Marvel, and I had mentioned to everybody I was going to try to collect that series. And then Separify Comics guy, the big Vince Areno, he sent me like 10 issues of Godzilla. He had them on eBay from a buyer. I have no... Anyway, they were great. So now I've been filling some holes with issue #9. Last Gamble in Las Vegas. Godzilla hits the big time. He's in Vegas, baby. Alright. And then issue #10 with Yetrigar. And of course there's issue #11. I actually had a 3-issue hole going. I'm filling in holes slowly on that run, just because, well, you know, the Godzilla books, they're not exactly inexpensive, but gosh, I'm just thrilled that I'm going to be able. And again, thanks to Vince, I was almost halfway there just because of him. So every time I fill another niche in that collection, I thank Vince, because I'm a whole lot closer than I would have been if I hadn't gotten his help. Alright, last box, guys. We're on 9 minutes. We'll see if we can't get out of here in less than 12. I bought a lot of stuff off eBay and others, trying to get some convention exclusive pops. And I think that's what we have here, is a pop. Yes, it is. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Sweet. Oh. We have from Fugitive Toys, well, not directly from them, I have Firestorm. Glow-in-the-dark white lantern Firestorm. My son has every other glow-in-the-dark white lantern pop. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and The Flash. And I got them all as early as I could, as soon as they came out. And The Flash has gone through the roof. And this one just popped up. I had a hell of a time getting a hold of it. Found it on eBay. And there he is. I will be checking him out later and make sure he glows. But my son is going to get such a thrill out of that. That is probably going to go into the Christmas closet. So, nobody tell him. And that's it. That's it for my haul. I hope you guys enjoy me sharing my collections and all my fun things and crazy stuff I spend my money on. You know, I've seen a lot of you comment on how I collect with my son and for my son, and I do. I've become a much bigger Spider-Man fan than I ever was, just because my son is such a huge Spider-Man fan. And anyway, yeah, it does add to my enjoyment. And all I can do is pass that same advice on to you. Share your collecting. You know, if someone wants to collect but it's not quite the same as what you're doing, you know, share their passions. You know, when you see them smile, you see them get excited. My son has already seen this, and when I walked into the comic shop today, the shop owner, Megan, she asked about it, and she said, "Hey, well, does he have Spider-Man Noir?" And so I bought it, and then my son and my fiance met me at the store, and I gave this to him right away, and his face lit up. And Megan, the shop owner, said, "That is what you're in business for, to see stuff like that." I mean, to make money too, I'm sure, but you know, when you can see the happiness that you bring to a child's face, you know, the fact that I bought it, the fact that she told me they had it, and she thought of my son, you know, it's just a bunch of happiness going around in a circle, and you can't put a price tag on that. Anyway, I've preached enough. I went over 12 minutes. I didn't mean to. Thank you for tuning in, YouTubians. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Golden Card Comics, always looking to get a little bit bigger. And if you feel like hitting the thumbs up button or the thumbs down button, you know, feel free to do that as well. Always happy to get some criticism and some comments. And you know, again, share your collections, be happy, and smile.